Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Coach Bill with Fat Loss Made Easy Solution. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Let me put my ears on here so you can hear me. I've got a great topic today, something I've talked about in the past. Hey guys, today's topic is something I've talked about many, many times. And when I do get a new client for an online personal coaching, this is something we talk about in our phone conversation we first talk about. Education is very, very important. The topic today is something that a lot of people out there are looking at doing, thinking it is actually going to help them either reduce their belly fat or lose weight, whatever you guys want to call it, or it is the best way of losing that weight. And that is calories in, calories out, help you lose fat. Is that true? Well, this particular topic today goes in my my myth section, because it's not true. It is not true. Guys, if you truly understand the physiology of the body, it makes sense why calories in, calories out do not work. Now, how many times have you guys heard me talk about when I'm talking about reversing prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, obesity, or just to lose that belly fat? How many times have you heard me say, got to find the root cause before you can reverse those? Lots and lots of times, right? Today's my non-fasting day, guys, so I get my fat coffee, which is my organic heavy cream, and it tastes great. But you got to understand the physiology of the body and how it all works. And if you don't understand that, and you just can't wrap your hands around the idea that you have to find the root cause in order to reverse any disease or any issue, you got to find the root cause. Then you go after that root cause. So there's several doctors out there right now, guys, that are in the they're into the helping people lose weight, helping people reverse type 2 diabetes through natural ways, like changing the type of foods they're eating and the time they're eating. More and more doctors are seeing the medication obviously isn't going to cure or reverse any disease. It just doesn't. It actually causes side effects. But there's a lot of doctors, especially there's one out there, you guys might want to take a note on this. There's one out there known as Dr. Jason Fung. Dr. Jason Fung has been reversing prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, and obesity. He's a kidney specialist. He's been doing it for decades, and he is not doing it with medication. He's doing it with changing the type of foods these people are eating and the time they're eating them. That's how he's doing it, and his results are phenomenal. You can actually go on Amazon.com, buy his book, if you want to see all the real case studies, science backing up what he's saying. He talks about this. He talks that people have the wrong, are being told that you have to do calories in, calories out in order to lose that weight loss. How many of you guys have tried this yourself? Or how many of you guys have seen somebody in the gym who is in the gym every day, either doing 45 minutes of cardio daily, or they're in the gym itself and doing some kind of weightlifting, and they're training hard, and nothing happens. It doesn't change. Well, there's a good reason why, and most of you, very few people will make a change by doing that. Very few. And those that do, they just happen to do it. But most of you, it's not going to happen, because eventually, you're going to get tired of it because you don't see the results. It goes right back to the physiology of the body. You have to go after the root cause first. Okay, guys? So The biggest issue out there right now is knowing what the root cause is to your hormones, or actually what they are. And I just gave you the answers. In any disease, you need to find the cause in order to heal it, right? When it comes to losing belly fat, or if you guys want to call it weight, then you have to look at hormones. That's where you start. That is the indicator of how you're going to reach your goals and the results you're going to get. See, the body is no way that knows how to measure calories. The body does not measure calories. It doesn't. That's part of life, or the physiology of the body. There's nowhere that even talks about it. There's nowhere that where even says the body can measure calories. It doesn't know how. The human body does not measure calories. Our body depends. This is the important fact here, guys. This is the key factor. Our body depends on hormones to tell it what to do. Hormones tell our body what to do. Does that make sense? So, different types of calories provoke different hormonal responses. Now I'm going off my notes because I want to try to stay on track here. Different types of calories provoke different hormone responses. Some of these hormones are, and I'm going to give you a list of some of the important ones. I'm going to give you right now. They're insulin, mTOR, peptide Yy, and this one here I can't pronounce. I have a really hard time pronouncing these scientific names, so I'm going to spell it. It's CHOLESTSKOKININ. It is not simply the number of calories that matters. Okay, so how many of you guys are counting your calories every single day? I just gave you an idea of what science is saying. Science is saying that it's not simply the number of calories that matters. It's what your body does with it. How do those calories, what calories are you taking in, and how are they responding to hormones? So let me give you an example here. Insulin. Carbohydrate spikes insulin. High insulin is known to store fat. So you consume calories that are starchy carbs. What's that going to do? That's going to spike insulin. You're eating starchy carbs 3 times a day. Then what are you doing? You're spiking insulin 3 times a day, causing what? Well, insulin is known to store fat. Now, when you eat protein, there's a hormone that's activated. It's called mTOR. Okay? mTOR helps to add lean muscle. Now, what's so unique about this is that because I have that my primal meals, which is high fat, moderate protein, very low carbs, and we combine it with intermittent and prolonged fasting. And so now not only are we eating protein that's going to activate a hormone called mTOR, but we're also going to be doing intermittent fasting, which is also activating other muscle building hormones known as growth hormones, testosterone, and so forth. So I'm double dipping here. Another hormone that is activated when you have protein is called peptide Yy. Peptide Yy is a hormone that signals the brain, I'm full. Okay, so when you're eating calories in proteins and then you're eating a sufficient enough, your body is going to secrete this hormone, peptide Yy, that's going to tell the body that you're full. And then that last one that I actually spelled out to you, let's see, and I don't know how to say it. This one is really cool, and this is why, because our platform or our meal plan is based on higher good dietary fat. When you're eating a meal with, I'm talking about good, healthy dietary fat, like your olive oils, your nuts, your pasture-raised, grass-finished meats, your eggs, your pasture-raised chickens, and so forth. The higher fat foods activates this hormone, and it tells the brain, or depresses your appetite. It tells the brain that it actually to stop eating. Now, that's why I'm so adamant about people when they're on my plan on either the midday meal or the last meal of the night, when they're trying to get their bodies fat adapted, to make sure that they're eating enough good dietary fat at that last meal, especially if they're doing intermittent fasting and they're doing a 16-hour fast or an 18-hour fast or whatever. Because that we want to keep that one hormone in check or in control that tells our body that, hey, we're not hungry. That's the key, okay? So, and then of course you guys have heard me about ghrelin. Ghrelin is your time clock. Ghrelin is a hormone that signals the brain that you're hungry. And that's a time clock. Because how many of you guys have gone to work and then around 12 o'clock, if that's when you normally have lunch, all of a sudden you're hungry and you look up and it's time to eat. That's ghrelin causing that. Yes, and in my fat loss program, we address ghrelin and how to control it so that once it does get activated, we know how to bring it back down to a healthy level so you're not hungry. So guys, the real question here is, well, just let me give you the real question here, guys, is change the types of calories. I mean, it's like I've said in the past. This is what Dr. Fung says. Change the types of calories you're eating and how often you are eating to be able to lose fat. I say this all the time. Change the type of food you're eating and the time you're eating them, and you will be successful in either reversing diseases like prediabetes or type 2 diabetes or obesity, and also change the time you guys eat. That plays a huge part. Okay, guys? So, guys, get your mindset off of calories in, calories out. Science is showing this. It's been showing this for a long time. People just don't teach it, and your health professionals don't understand it because they really don't quite understand the physiology of the body and how hormones work and how they dictate what we do. And when your hormones are out of balance, then you've lost control of the hormones that are causing you to really have a hard time getting the fat off. And this is something you got to stick on for the rest of your life, because you can't go bouncing back and forth, because every time you gain weight, it gets even harder. Okay? So guys, I hope you saw some value in this. Go to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it. Also go to my Weight Loss Easy Solution Facebook group page and join it. And if you want to learn more about our online personal coaching, go ahead and message me at drinknatureswater@gmail.com. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Have a good one. Bye.